You want revenge? Show me.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's Bushido Brown and welcome to the Dojo. This is going to be a series of how to defeat every boss in the game. If you like this content, do me a favor, hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel, and also comment. I'm going to teach you guys every technique and strategy of how to beat every boss in this game. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First boss, Fajar, the Botanist. So this is Fajar, the Botanist. He's not a very difficult boss at all. You just got to understand a few things about this guy. So the very first thing you need to understand is when this fight starts out, the very first thing he's gonna do is this. Boom, that up kick and then that roundhouse. So did you see that? Let's go back again. So when you first get in this boss fight, he's immediately going to rush you down like mad hard. Then he's gonna jump off this over here and he's gonna immediately do a split kick. You can easily avoid this by dodge weaving. So you'll see me do it in a second. Boom, dodge weave right there. Next, he's gonna follow it up with a roundhouse kick and you can dodge underneath that. Honestly, after he missed that big kick right there, you could counter that, and he can be countered pretty hard. So one good counter, you can pretty much knock him on the ground each time. So let's watch. Boom, there's the roundhouse. Then you get your counter in, and boom, he's down on the ground. Now, when he's on the ground, one thing you want to immediately do is pursue him. You run up on him, you press circle, and then you punch him 2 times in the face and you're going to pick him up and it's going to reset the fight. Back up and get some distance because he does get kind of saucy sometimes. So after I strike him 2 times, I pick him up and then I'm going to try to punch him twice. He's going to spot dodge me both times. After I pick him up, I'm going to try to attack him and you're going to see him spot dodge me. Now he's going to spot dodge me a couple of times. When he spot dodges, he's going to try to counter. It's easy to avoid his counters, right? Because he only has a couple of different moves when he spot dodges you. So let's watch. Boom, boom. See, he spot dodged me. After he spot dodged me those 2 times, he's getting ready to attack me. So jab, and then it's a roundhouse kick. It's very easy to avoid. Every time he misses that roundhouse kick, you counter and do a strong counter. I don't do weak punches on this guy. I just do strong counters because usually you can get a knockdown from your strong counter. He parried me there. That's another thing you got to be careful of. See, I was trying to do a bunch of weak punches, and what he did was he parried me, and then he came in with a hard kick. So when he only has a couple of moves when he parries you. I missed right there. You're gonna see him parry me in a second. Boom, there's the parry. And right after he parried me, he came in with a strong roundhouse kick. Now this thing right here, it does a lot of structure damage. If you get hit with this, it's gonna fill your structure bar like pretty heavily. So you kind of want to avoid this. It's a very slow move, so it's pretty easy to avoid. Even though I didn't avoid it. Then he kicks, and he comes in. He'll rush you with 2 double kicks, and then he'll do a roundhouse. You can avoid that too. If you avoid that roundhouse, you can follow it up with a strong attack. There you go. See, every time I step back, he comes in with a double kick, then another roundhouse. Double kick, another roundhouse. See, he switched it up that time. So sometimes he won't just do the regular roundhouse. He'll step in, but the moves are pretty much the same timing. So he'll step in, double kick. He might roundhouse. You can avoid that one and counterattack after that. Then sometimes he'll step in, do a double kick, and he'll do a strong roundhouse thrust kick, right? That's the structure move you want to avoid. You can avoid it or block it. If you feel safer blocking it, just block it and take the structure damage. But don't take too many of those because they'll break your structure and then you'll take big damage. So I come in with the counter. Boom, boom, boom. I did weak punches there. There you go. See, dropped him down to the ground with a strong counter. And he's going to back up. See, roundhouse again. He stepped in. He stepped in with that snap kick. He does that snap kick a lot. Like he'll step in, boom, he'll stomp in with that snap kick. You can easily avoid that, and then he'll do the roundhouse. Once he does this, you weave underneath that, and you can get a counter. Boom, boom. Then he'll try to counter. See, he did another roundhouse. Boom, down on the ground. Bop, bop. Hit him 2 times. And your focus meter, use it. Whenever you get it back, use it. You eye gouge for this guy. This is when you first start out. You get your other techniques later on. But when you just have the eye gouge, you're going to poke him in the eye, and then you're going to leg sweep him. And then you're going to punch him on the ground. Boom. Leg sweep him, punch him on the ground. Attack a couple more times. Back him up. He's going to counter me in a second probably. Oh, that move? Watch out for that. Right there. That move is annoying. It comes out really quick, and you don't expect it sometimes. He'll jump off his little weed plants over here, and he'll come in with a flying roundhouse kick. Now, you can avoid this, but it's just you don't expect it sometimes. So he'll come in, and then he'll do another high roundhouse. You avoid that second one. So whenever he jumps off these plants like this, he's literally you're gonna see him, he's gonna, boom, boom, right there. Anytime he jumps off those plants, he's going to do a flying roundhouse kick, and then he's gonna do a high roundhouse kick. You can weave both of those. I would weave the second one. You could block the first one if you want to. Definitely weave the second one, or you can weave both of them and attack him. I weave just to be safe because he comes in kind of quick, and if I feel like if I try to attack him when he does that first one, I'll get hit by the second one. So even though I weave the first one, I'll wait for him to do the second one and weave that, and then I'll follow it up with a strong counter. Bop, 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 and see, he's done. Just that easy. Now there's some moves in here that he didn't do. So another move that he will do is, you know how he just jumped off that plant? So if you're too far away from him, he would literally he would jump off the plants and do like a flying split kick, just like what he did at the beginning, but he'll do it off the plants. You can avoid that or just block it. So he'll do that flying split kick, and right after he does it, he'll do another roundhouse, and you can duck underneath that also. Sometimes he'll jump back behind these plants right here. He'll jump back behind these plants over here on the other side if you're attacking him. And what he'll do, instead of like jumping over and doing that flying split kick, he'll actually slide under and try to sweep you. That's very tricky because you don't know when he's going to do that. Usually when he's around these things, I try to stay far away from these things, because that seems to be his whole gimmick with this first part. The other thing he does have a low sweep. You have to be kind of careful of that, because he just does that. You don't know when he's going to do it. So usually I'll sit there and wait to kind of see what he's doing. Like I'll stand whenever he's just walking near me and I can't tell what he's going to do, because sometimes he'll just like walk you down. He won't immediately rush at you. He'll just walk at you. Most of the time when he's just walking at you, he's going to try to leg sweep you. So what I will do is I'll hold the block button and I'll just wait for him to try to do it, or wait for whatever move he's trying to do, just to kind of see what he's doing. If I see him come in and he does that leg sweep, I just block it. Next, he'll usually follow it up with one of those roundhouse kicks and whatnot. But yeah, be careful of the roundhouse. That's his main thing. He just roundhouses you a bunch of times. And be careful of the leg sweep. So now he's about to go into his second phase. The second phase is a little trickier because he pulls out his blade. He's just like, yo, nah, I ain't going down like this. I'm about to cut you today. So you'll see him create all these bushes and all the other stuff. Like, he got mad growing powers for real. So in this stage, when you first start out, he's gonna be in the bushes. You don't know where he's at. He's just randomly in the bushes somewhere. Usually it's gonna be on either the left side or the right side. Now, that symbol right there, of course you'll hear it and it indicated. It's showing where he's about to jump out at. Now, you can actually avoid this move. It's actually pretty easy. He'll jump out, boom, right there. You just gotta time it. So he'll jump out and do a down slice and try to hit you. When he misses his move, you counter. See, he missed. Bop, bop, bop. There you go. Okay, now he blocked me. So if you attack the enemies too many times, like the bosses, what they'll do is they'll parry you, and then they'll hit you up with like a parry move. All bosses have like this mechanic. Anytime you attack them too many times, they parry you, and they do some weird, like they'll do some weird mix up. So you'll see him do it a couple times because he's gonna parry me a couple times in here. So he swings at me twice. Now that move is very easy to avoid. Like he'll just stand there for a second. Usually when these guys are just standing here like this, when they're standing in a neutral position like this, I kind of wait on them because they're waiting for me to attack them, right? And they're gonna do some goofy junk. So I'll wait. He does a horizontal slice. He does a horizontal slice. He does 2 of them. So he'll do 2 horizontal slices. So there's one. You can weave that. Now I got hit by the other one. And you take chip damage from his blade too when you get hit. See, I lost some health because he chip damaged me. Oh, also I forgot to mention during the fight with Fajar, there's also these little poles. I want to say they're like, I think they're bamboo sticks laying all around the stage. So you can actually pick these bamboo sticks up and actually fight him with them. If you pick up the bamboo sticks, you can actually guard against his knife and it won't do chip damage. But once it breaks, it'll start doing chip damage again. There's like, I want to say like 4 or 5 of them laying around. One is like immediately there when you first pop up. You look around on the ground, you can see it. But you can also use those weapons against him in that fight and it'll make it a little easier. When he does that second slice, he'll come back with a roundhouse kick again. You can weave that as well. It's just kind of tricky for that timing. And see, I'll go back to the neutral position. Now he weaved me and he came in with an elbow, but he missed. So he'll weave and he'll come back with an elbow and a roundhouse kick. That same roundhouse kick that was like his weakness from the first person in the fight. When you weave that roundhouse kick, you followed up with a counter. There you go. See, now that was a parry. He stepped back. Now watch what he does. He came in with a double kick. And then he tried to horizontal slice me. And then he came in with the roundhouse kick. When he steps back like that, the majority of the time he's going to do that. Boom. He'll step back, double kick, horizontal slice, double horizontal slice. And then he's going to try to roundhouse you. You can duck that. He'll double slice, come in with a roundhouse. And then after he misses that roundhouse, if you weave it, boom, then he'll try to double kick, boom, boom, double slice. And now he's going to try to roundhouse me. I duck that roundhouse. Now, after that roundhouse, you can actually follow that up with a strong attack. There we go. But he's going to, you see how I got him with that strong attack? I downed him. So after he misses that roundhouse, you just do a string of 4 strong attacks. Then you can actually get him on the ground, do a couple punches in, hit him a couple more. And then after his health gets to a certain point, like I want to say like 60%, he'll do this crazy shit. Like he'll just pull a random ass plant out of the ground and just disappear on your ass. So now he's back in the bushes again. And you saw the sound effect, right? So watch out for that. Like whenever he springs back like this, boom, he's gone. He's gone. He's out of there. There's the sound effect again. And then he comes flying out of the bushes again. You can avoid it by weaving to the side. It's very easy to do. Then counterattack him. And see, I got big damage that time. You heard? Whenever you hear that sound effect, it's like a low bass, like woo. He comes in, boom. That sound effect. Let's hear it again. All right, here he comes. All right, so you heard that sound effect, right? That sound effect means that you got a really good stun in on him, right? That means you can follow him up with a whole bunch of different attacks. Like you can get a lot of attacks in real quick. So then when that happens, usually I throw quick attacks in there mixed in with strong attacks. I try to get him on the ground because, like I said, he's easy to knock on the ground. So once you get him on the ground, you can just abuse him really. Pick him up, reset it. He blocked me. He weaved me. You saw he came in with that elbow. Now he's going to follow it up with a roundhouse. Boom, there it goes. He missed. Now, I didn't follow it up immediately. So what happened is he got armor off of that. So now he's about to come in and counter me because I struck him. And that was that low sweep that I was telling you about. He has that on the first part of the first phase of the actual fight. But the thing is, he doesn't, he'll do it when he's like kind of away from you. Here, if you strike him sometimes, he'll just walk through your hit and he'll immediately try to hit you with that low sweep and then a roundhouse. You can avoid the leg sweep by spot dodging, pressing up. You hold down your block button and you press up and you'll do a little hop. And then when he tries to do the roundhouse, you hold the block button and you press down. I started pressing you can also press left and right to spot dodge. It feels more comfortable for me to hold down the block button and spot dodge by moving my thumb to the left. It just feels more natural for me. So that's the way I spot dodge. There's the double slice. Then he's going to follow it up with a roundhouse. He missed. See, it's the same thing every time. He's actually easy. Now, he caught me with that low sweep because I didn't punish him right away. So you saw when I punched him, he just ignored my punch and he low sweeped me. Then if he low sweeps you, he'll try to step on you. So you got to be careful. As soon as you fall on the ground, you roll out of there. You hit R2. All right, reset that. Now, that was a big slice. You can avoid that. He doesn't do that much, though. Let's watch it again. Big slice. Missed. You can avoid that. Now, the second one's quicker. You might take some chip damage because it comes really quick. So, then there's the high kick. Boom, boom. Okay, so he blocked that. Big slice again. He's going to do the same thing. Now, he caught me that time. Now, that kick you saw, it wasn't a roundhouse like last time. So, sometimes he'll mix in that thrust kick with that big slice, right? The big slice will either be a big slice, quick horizontal slash with a roundhouse, or it could be a big slice, horizontal slash, and a structure guard, a structure guard thrust kick. Do a lot of structure damage. You can see my bar right here just from taking that kick is up there. And see, he does that roundhouse again. The roundhouse is his weakness. As long as you can catch him when he does that roundhouse, you can beat him. Boom, boom. There we go. Now he tried to sweep me again because he dodged me. And now he's going to go in for the high kick. And then you can parry him like right after that. There you go. He tried the strong run. Yep. See, sometimes you kind of don't want to attack him like right away. You kind of want to like pay attention to what he's doing. So like, see, once I avoid this, and then I do this, and I punch him a couple times, he parried me. So he came, after he parried me, he came in with that strong structure guard thrust kick. And look, it's just a structure gauge just filling up. All right. Now he's going to come in with the double kicks again. It's a snap kick. Then there's another kick afterwards. Then he tries to slice right after. Boom, boom. Now, anytime you block his blade, you will take chip damage. So remember that. And that was the roundhouse kick right afterwards. So now I back up. I got to get my distance. Big slice. Double slice. And see, he caught me with that strong structure guard kick again. You got to be very careful about this. Most of the time when he does that big slice, you just got to watch the timing of this last move. Because both of them, whether it be the roundhouse or the thrust kick, are very easy to avoid. I was just fucking up here. But yeah, he folded me right there. Oh, also one other thing. When he does this, like he can pull plants up behind you. So like sometimes if he thrust kicks you, he'll randomly make a plant pop up behind you so he can do extra damage to you. It's like pretty lame. And that was my thrust kick. And as you saw, that was a parry. Now that right there, when you see him flash like that, he's about to do a powerful double slash. You just got to time it right. See, he'll do it twice. Now, you can punish this move, but you got to be real quick about it, because if you don't, he'll dash out. And then he's gone. Just like that. He's gone. Whoop. He's gone. He's out of here. All right, there he goes again. Now, like I said, this is a big weakness of his too. This move right here is really easy to dodge, and you can get a really good punish off of it. See? There you go. See, there's a big punish. And then he's done. Just that easy. And there you go, guys. That's how you beat Fajar. He's done.